Welcome to the Action Lab, How to Prioritize Your Support. I'm Melanie Matthews Calhoun, instructional leader, coach, and consultant. I've been in education for almost 3 decades, and I especially love working with and alongside other educational leaders like you. In this Action Lab, you'll learn how to use the Impact Effort Matrix to prioritize your support and make strategic choices about which steps to take and when. Let's start with the foundational question. What is the impact effort matrix? An impact effort matrix is a decision-making tool to help leaders prioritize tasks and projects that yield the best results in the least amount of time, and it helps leaders to prioritize projects that'll take a little longer but are still worth doing. Here is a simple impact effort matrix. I'm going to walk you through each of the quadrants. The first quadrant is the minimum effort and low impact quadrant, also known as fill-ins. Strategies in this quadrant don't require much educator effort, but they are also likely to produce few improvements in student outcomes. These strategies often leave the learning leader wondering why he or she should even bother. That doesn't mean that the strategies are useless, but they are unlikely to make meaningful changes in teacher practice and student outcomes. Examples might include redesigning bulletin boards or changing lesson planning templates for administrative purposes. The second quadrant is maximum effort and low impact quadrant, or the thankless tasks. Strategies in this quadrant require much effort on the part of teachers and perhaps other staff, but have little impact on student outcomes. Strategies in this quadrant often lead participants to wonder, whose idea was this anyway? An often cited example is filling out binders of PLC documentation that teachers perceive as being unrelated to the actual work of the team or their teaching efforts. The third quadrant is the high impact and minimum effort quadrant, or the quick and easy wins. Strategies can be considered quick but effective wins. These strategies may result in small changes that add up quickly and make a noticeable difference in student outcomes. Examples include improving classroom management and implementing more effective student grouping strategies, both of which can help maximize instructional time while also decreasing teacher stress and improving teacher efficacy. The fourth quadrant is the high impact and maximum effort quadrant. Coaching cycles or change initiatives in this quadrant take cognitive heavy lifting. They take time to investigate, they take time to learn, they take time to practice, and they take time to implement with consistency and fidelity. But they make an obvious difference for most or all students. Examples of activities in this quadrant include instructional changes, such as ensuring that all members of teacher teams have a common planning period, or moving a teacher whose comfort zone is whole class direct instruction or direct teaching to a more interactive approach that incorporates student groups and independent practice. While the activities in this quadrant produce big wins for teachers and students, they require intensive efforts to produce results that unfold slowly over time, and they can leave teachers and coaches feeling overwhelmed and burned out. With this model, you can use different combinations of effort and impact to make sense of different ways you can use it in different areas. For example, during especially challenging times, such as during post pandemic recovery, Focusing on small, quick wins, those low effort, high impact strategies, can make professional learning feel manageable and increase teachers wanting to participate. During more stable times, for example, when the district has stable leadership and an influx of grant funding, professional learning leaders might choose to focus more on high effort, high impact strategies. These are just some ways that you can use this model to help prioritize and support other teachers you are working with. Thank you for watching this Action Lab.